Hello and welcome to another Fox and Talen playing along while the dog barks in the background occasionally as bonus content, where this no-effort November is getting us to play Les Manley in Search for the King.
It's a real November.
I'm Talen Lee, pronouns he, him.
I'm Fox Lee and I'm a she-her.
And this game is bad. This game, I just, no getting around it, this is not a good game. We played, most recently, we played Curse of Enchantia, which was bad.
It was so bad we didn't even finish it.
Yep. But that game was bad because of what I like to think of as a lot of incompetence. Like, they weren't good at making good video games. Les Manley is bad because of things it chooses to be about and the way it chooses to do things.
Curse was definitely, I think it overvalued its own sense of humor.
Yeah.
But it also felt like there's a lot that it would have done better had it been developed in an age where the point and click was a more mature genre.
It came out in 1993.
Okay, well, the studio making it was a more mature...
Yeah.
How old was Core Design?
Core?
I'm gonna stop making excuses for this shit-ass game.
Real shit-ass game.
Onto this shit-ass game.
This is a real shit-ass game. And, I could... Like, one of the problems with this is a parser game. So there's always going to be a degree of challenge of getting correct commands in. And also, there's a lot of reading to be done. So if you're the person who's just got this on to have us in the background, my plan was to at least somewhat talk through the puzzles with Fox. And we're going to have probably a bit of a false start, because what we're going to start off doing is just trying to approach this game in a sensible way, as a new, naive player might, and see just how quickly we get killed.
Would you like me to read some character dialogue?
Well, we'll get there. Just as a note, you won't have to worry about voicing many of the women in this game, because...
They don't talk?
Oh, no, there aren't a lot of them. Anyway, Les Manley Search for the King is a game by Accolade Software, which is a company that pretty much exists out of spite. They named themselves Accolade so that they would appear in the front of the phone book, and they did such a bad job of maintaining their population that they wound up losing a whole bunch of developers who went on to found Acclaim.
I was gonna say, did Acclaim then become Acclaim to fuck them up?
Yes, and Acclaim is former employees of Accolade who positioned themselves so they were one letter ahead in the alphabet, so they would be near but in front of. Mm-hmm. Because phone books mattered once.
If only they'd thought of being Aber Studio.
Alright.
Or if they just called themselves something totally nonsensical for the sake of appearing further ahead in the phone book, like AAA Oh, shit.
Shit. Alright, here we go. It's almost impressive the ways it is competent, like this whole speech bubble thing. Somebody better think of a way to increase our ratings.
Don't worry, JB, we've got it.
Yeah, it's the greatest promo in the history of the broadcasting.
We're sponsoring a national contest.
1 million to anyone who can find the king.
I like that voice. But this guy was you.
Oh yeah, he was. My problem. Alright, but this is gonna be good.
Round this spot. I don't know what that was. It's like a witch or something.
This is especially relevant because, like, they can't actually name who they mean when they say the king. So this whole thing is going to infer around a very important person.
Oh, are we talking about someone in the music industry?
Yep.
It's Pee Wee Herman.
It'd be an easy mistake to make, but this isn't Pee Wee Herman. This is Les Manley.
And that's a secretary.
Yep.
You can tell by how she's dressed for office work. I see. Everyone who's not a nerd working a thankless peon job is deeply stupid and useless.
We definitely can't tell you who this is.
I don't know why he's green.
Well, in that case, he's using a dollar sign, you see.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you've kind of dialed into exactly the tone of this game, or haven't you?
I made fun of her before, but that was like, I hadn't seen below her neckline at that point.
No. This is Les Manley in search for the King, a title they thought they'd make really special and blow up onto 2 different pages. And, yeah.
Those held responsible is very oracular.
Yeah. I've done multiple articles now, including one video article about Les Manley's search for the King. And one of the things about this game is how much it sucks in ways you kind of need to just actually experience. Like, giving you a video essay listing all of this would just be slower than playing the game and showing you. Like this, where one of the first things that happens is a random chance to ogle a lady's butt.
It's not even a good, that's a very low detail sprite. You are not getting much ogling done there.
Alright, so, what we have here is our main character, Les Manley, who has decided, thanks to hearing the meeting with his bosses, that he wants to go on the quest to find the King.
He's here to make Leisure Suit Larry look good.
He's here to make Roger Wilco look manly.
Cool.
He's here to make Guybrush Threepwood seem like a cool guy. The whole point of this character is he's meant to be someone that no matter who you are, you as a video gamer in 1990 can look at this character and go, you know what? I reckon I could do what he could do. Now, this is all the direction you've got. This is the way the game starts. You are now here. Here's your lot. Go find the King.
Where the fuck are you meant to be?
This is your office. In old broadcast businesses, this was the kind of energy you would get for tech support. You've actually seen something of this in the old 2010s TV series, The IT Crowd. You remember how all these people lived in these plush offices with cool things, and then you actually, to go down to the tech support department, you got into a place with an open toilet, and everything was very dingy and cramped.
I don't mean the shitty basement office. I mean the literal hole in the wall. Is it meant to be a joke?
No, that's just a cutaway.
It's just a cutaway. So you can't actually, that we're meant to understand there's a wall there. This is stylization.
Yeah.
So this framing exists for the lady to have walked past.
That is exactly. See what I mean? See what I mean about how hard it is to talk about how this game sucks? This is the first scene of the game. Yeah, there's a lot of objectification in this game.
That's the degree to which you've gone out of your way to provide that 5 seconds of non-fan service is absolutely unreal. That instantly defies what I expected out of this, just on the level of sheer effort. That's the whole, dudes will literally change reality rather than go to therapy kind of levels.
Yeah, and this is something you got to remember. The opening part of your game is the best and first impression you get. For the most part, especially games of this era, you put the best graphics and the best stuff right at the start, because the end of the game is something most people aren't going to get to. Space Quest 1, for all of its much vaunted difficulty, most of that is concentrated in the first third, because the last third is a run around and shoot things simulator.
God. Is that why the endings of adventure games are always weak?
Usually, yeah.
You just reframed my experience of it makes so much fucking sense. Because so many of them are really strong openings, quite good middles, totally fail to stick the landing.
Which is one of the reasons why the Sam and Max and Day of the Tentacle playthroughs were so significant, because I think both of those games use a lot to set up their ending.
Look, even Sam and Max has kind of a weak ending. The winding up the Bigfoot resort and just kind of checking things off a list.
Well, that's because I'd already been picking up all the things on that list. You had no reason to want those things.
That's true. Point. The organic experience would have been much better.
The organic experience is you go around the world, you see a whole bunch of stuff, you're not sure you need to interact with it, you get to the Bigfoot resort, you go through that puzzle, and then you get the 4 totems, and they're like, you need to go find me a head of John Muir and also something to do with hair noodles and a dinosaur tooth, and then you have the brain light up moment of oh, I remember where I've seen a dinosaur tooth.
Yeah,
I remember where I've seen that kind of thing. So there is a degree to which I ruined that.
Yep, that's fair. Can't blame Sam and Max for that.
And don't get me wrong, this game also has a really shitty ending.
Well, yes, but that's not going to stand out.
It also has a really shitty beginning. But here we are. Here we are in our terrible little office, and we know that we want to go and find the King. Who we will never name, and we don't know where he is.
Is this up to the point where he's meant to be dead? Is that what's going on
Yes.
here? Or okay, yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
he's definitely dead.
So that's the joke.
The joke is that they don't believe he's dead.
Uh-huh.
And this is one of those other fun things for anyone who's wondering about like conspiracy theories. Like Elvis, there were conspiracy theories about Elvis the afternoon he died.
I remember hearing kids on the playground talking about this when I was in like year 4.
Yeah.
Which is absurd.
But yeah, so with that framing out of the way, and assuming you don't want to be in the very generalistic, vague, like, you know, go do this, do you want me to just, like, get us rolling? Because my intention was, like, what do you think he should do now? Like, what's his direction?
Find toilet bowl, drown self.
Okay, let's go find the toilet.
Yes, leave room, I guess, would be the... Wow, why was it so hard to leave the fucking room?
If the biggies won't show it, we will. Went over like a Brady Bunch marathon. Yep, Brady Bunch references.
You mean the absurdly popular sitcom?
Yeah, well, this was before the Brady Bunch revival in the 90s.
I see.
Alright.
Not very long before, though.
Not a toilet. There's the lift, and there's... So here's another one of those instances of adventure game needs versus verisimilitude, because this here...
Mm-hmm.
This is an executive's office.
Uh-huh.
Walk straight down the hall. On the same floor.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, that doesn't really work.
My little rat hole. But, like, you know, there's needs. Every adventure game, like, truncates space to accommodate its needs.
I don't know why every one of these scenes is, like, framed inside a cutout section of wall.
Because it means you don't have to do as much graphics.
But it's just a featureless checkerboard floor and featureless walls.
Yeah.
This is literally repeating panels.
Yeah. But also,
Okay.
like, you know, there's a parser you've got to make load things. This
Sure.
isn't being made with the advantages of the AGI.
Uh-huh. I will settle for you jamming your head in the elevator doors if that'll kill you.
Oh, we're trying to find the fastest way to die.
Well, I mean, I thought you were acting upon my instructions to find toilet and drown self.
Okay, this is copy protection, which has been thankfully cracked.
Oh, love it.
You have to pick up this part from the manual. All the pages of the manual have various different doodads, sprockets, plugs, and whatnot, because Les Manley is a TV nerd, so...
I see.
Les is 27 years old. Alright. We head outside. Can we get in the middle of the road and get run over?
Ooh.
No. Remarkably hard to get off. Like, I kind of like this, actually, in that it represents Les as such a dork that he actually will resist the urge to cross the road at an inappropriate point. Alright, what about it?
Some perfectly nice, shitty city background design.
Yeah.
And we're not looking through holes in walls anymore. I guess that was a way to tell you were indoors in case the fact that you were in a hallway didn't convey that information.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, look at this. See the reflection in the street?
Surprisingly nice.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Now, admittedly, that's technology that's not exactly new, because, again, this game is, you know, following a lot of leaders, but, you know, that's something.
That's fine, though, yeah.
Okay,
That's totally unnecessary and looks quite good.
Alright, so we're going to search for the king. So that means we probably need to catch a bus.
Why?
Because he's not here in this city in New York.
What if he is?
Alright, let's look around. We've been that direction.
If the answer is because there's nothing else around here, then fine.
Alright.
Wait, there's a circus?
There's a circus in town.
Why aren't we going to the circus?
Why aren't we going to the circus? Let's go to the circus.
Because we believe Elvis is not there. Gotcha.
Just walk into the circus, past the ticket booth, it doesn't matter. And yeah, this is an example of interesting custom assets. If you're at all noticing this kind of thing, you might notice the animation on everything gets a little chunky when any of the rides fire.
Don't hate the like top-down point of view.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Fun little perspective shift. I assume you can interact with shit here.
Yeah, let's look.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, step up and see the greatest show on disc. Note with a K, not with a C.
It's very funny. It's not very funny. Well, okie dokie.
The funny thing is, I'm pretty sure there actually is a command to, like, look at these specific locations, and I can't remember what it is. Caravan? Oh, caravan isn't needed in this adventure. Look around. Oh, you might be able to see more with a ticket. And since you don't have any money, getting one may take hard work.
I
So,
see.
I can't actually interact with anything here
Cool, all right.
unless I have a ticket. Okay, so here's our first instance of the game actually going, hey, here's a thing to do.
I mean, sort of. It's only in the sense that it's responding to us.
Yep.
Because we said, we want to go to the circus for no reason that you've given us.
It's true, we are currently doing this for no good reason.
It's the elephant's butt.
Well, this is a door, so let's give it a knock.
Why not?
It's not a good passer. Knock door. Faint sound of a zipper.
What the fuck?
I'm a coming, Liz. Just a cotton picking minute.
How do they know who you are?
How do you know your name? Maybe he has his own hint book.
Ah, it's gonna be that kind of game. Cool, love it. Uh-huh. Hey,
Talk to
it's
me.
Elvis. Game completed.
Excuse me? Boy, I say, boy, I'm a busy man. Yes, sirree, Bob. No time to sit here jawing with ya, boy.
That's how Elvis talks, right? Like Foghorn Leghorn?
And I'm allowed to do that accent. That's not racist.
You can't be racist against Americans.
You can be racist against quite a lot of Americans, actually.
Okay, you can't be racist against white, rich Americans.
Yeah, said to Colonel Bob. Gee, sir, Colonel, I'd really like to see more of your circus.
Oh, I like this, Les Manley.
Boy, I say, boy, I sure could use some hip cleaning up round them thar critters. Again, this is New York City. I'd be happy to give it a try. Okay, you do a real good job, now I suppose I can get y'all a free ticket.
No, don't accept payment in script.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Join a union.
Please don't close the door. Leaves afterwards. Okay, and now we hit the hilarious next part of this, which is
Let's never do that.
cleaning up elephant poo. Shovel. From here.
Type join union.
Oh, well,
Oh, I see. We just get... Why are you just putting it into the other pile?
yeah, it's kind of a weird thing to do, isn't it?
It is. It achieves nothing. Also, it's definite animal cruelty. Look at the length of that tether.
Sure, though this is the early 90s and uncruel treatment of animals hadn't been invented yet.
We were definitely doing better than this.
Well, I hope we were.
I mean, who's we? This is in New York,
York.
which is a bizarre foreign nation with disgusting foreign habits.
A mysterious place which has this medicinal drink they love and respect so much they give it 1,000 different names for the same fundamental thing, and sometimes even name it after a single person.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Coffee. You've never heard of a cup of joe?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, different coffees are different coffees.
So, yeah, here, guess what you do here?
Quit the game because it's very boring, and at this point, it's made it clear how much it respects you.
This is effectively a cutscene.
Yeah, I figured you couldn't stop, but you would have stopped already.
Oh, you can stop.
Oh, you can stop? Okay. Fuck you!
You can put the shovel away. Did you work on that long enough? I don't know.
You did get points, so maybe yes.
Boy, I say, boy, y'all did a mighty fine job.
Oh, I hate everything about this.
And now you've got to ask him for the ticket specifically. There you go, boy. Y'all done a good job.
So he also wouldn't have paid you
Yep.
the extremely illegal non-monetary compensation he promised you.
Mm-hmm.
If you hadn't explicitly asked for it.
I have a free ticket. That is my inventory.
Joy.
And just just to make it clear, I am deeply fucked at this point. Like, we are a dead man. No, sorry, we're not a dead man walking, but we are approaching dead man walking status.
Because we went to the circus?
No, but we've definitely lost access to... Sorry, there's definitely items we should have by now that we have not done anything to go and get, and the game will not tell you to go and get. By the way, let's try something you asked. But it's American, so what if it's instead unionize? The word unionize isn't needed in this adventure.
It really is.
Terrible.
Gotta disagree with you in that game.
Alright, so what around here can you look at that you think you're interested in?
Oh, God, I don't know if we have to spend a ticket on it. Nothing.
We have a ticket that gives us free access to all of it.
Oh, ticket's not single use?
Yeah.
That's not how carnival tickets work. Well, whatever. Okay, what about that? Oh, no, that's like a strong man. That'll just be... What am I thinking? All of this will be awful. I was gonna say that thing that looks like a weird tree with balloons growing out of it, but then I realized it was a strong man, so it's just gonna be a very boring, like, you're a puny little guy joke.
There's the world's strongest man.
Uh-huh.
Luigi Pastrami, strong man by day, even stronger by night. It's a joke.
Yeah, alright.
It's a totally normal joke. Talk to Luigi.
Just because it's recycled doesn't mean it's not good.
I don't feel so strong today. Again, I can do that. I'm allowed.
A lot of Italians in Wales?
Yeah, that's the clue you've got. He doesn't feel very strong.
Alright, bye.
Luigi, the world's strongest man, catatonic in stage. If you stay here long enough, maybe he'll blink. It seems that beneath his impressive exterior lies a troubled mind. He sits, clutching at his rosin and staring sullenly at the ground.
That's rosin.
Look at rosin. Good for sweaty palms.
I hate that stuff so much.
Yep.
What's the word for, like, misophonia, but for touching things?
You know what? I think it's misthenalgia.
Whatever that is, I can't fucking stand that shit on my hands.
Uh-huh. And here's a nearby location. Let's look around up here.
No, I was going to say console Luigi, but I don't think the parser will understand that word.
World's smallest man, world's largest lady.
Yay!
Yeah, we're just moving on from that. Like, you wanted to go back and console Luigi. Let's
Not
see
in
how...
such a way as I commit to it.
Hey, game, can we console Luigi?
If it was really clever, it would be like, what do you need a console for?
Luigi. The console Luigi is the GameCube.
Oh my god! Oh no, he's right!
I know!
Oh, the worst thing is I think that means that Wii U might be the console Waluigi.
Yep.
Yep, alright, yeah. Right.
You can't comfort him, you can't console him, because those aren't words that Les Manley needs. Those
Devise elaborate rituals to be intimate with other men.
Design
the parser recognize that.
To touch other men. Design elaborate rituals to touch other men. No, we don't get long enough. The word design isn't needed in this. Okay, fine.
Truer words are never spoken.
Okay. So what I'll give you is that the entrance to the big top, and also this caravan for what I'm going to call a fortune teller, and the game is not going to call a fortune teller.
Oh no! And are we punished if we do not speak to, obviously, her?
Ball reading and palm jobs.
That's what those are called.
Yep. This is the kind of game this is.
Uh-huh. Oh no.
Hello. Hi, nice weather. Apparently the passengers talk to me. Talk.
Apologize
Talk
for
to you,
gross cultural appropriation.
And like, this is actually like the most effort they put into animating anything. Hello, Les. I've been expecting you.
Uh-huh. I like
Talk
how your
to
candlestick is a lizard.
Yeah. What is it you wish? Talk to lady. To find the king. The king.
Show me the king.
Say the king. Tell lady quest.
Ask about king.
Ask about king. I see him all the time. Madame Zamuska.
Sure.
Um,
Okay. I see him all the time. Then where he?
where is Wizard Hut?
Where is the Wizard Hut?
What words would she want?
This should
Alright.
not be this fucking difficult.
Ask fortune? The fortune is a concept.
The fuck are you selling then?
Ask about fortune? Hey, there we go. You'll be going on a long journey.
Are you shitting me?
Parser games are hard. They don't have to be this hard. I see a king. Hey, Fox, can you recognize that face in the bowl?
That's definitely not any musicians I recognize.
Yeah, that's not Elvis.
No.
That's King Graham of Daventry.
Is it?
Yep.
That's actually funny then.
Yeah.
That's legit entertaining.
Sorry, wrong king.
It's gone. No, don't explain the joke.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Peace and tranquility, but it ain't over till it's over. The rest is up to you, Les.
So, nothing then.
Uh-huh. Now, here's the other thing. You will not... You know what? No, we're gonna
Are we dead man walking now?
We're not dead man walking yet. But there is a thing that you would never think to do.
Okay, compliment lizard.
Compliment lizard. Nope. Like, there is a thing that you're required to do to advance the story
That bodes well.
in her situation, in this room, to get more information that you wouldn't think to do.
Is it be a horny douchebag?
Well, let's try the least offensive version of touch lady. Too bad, I'm only a dream.
Oh, good. Well, we can't do anything disgusting then.
Dissolve fades.
Thanks, fuck. So what, that's necessary?
Yep.
They were just banking on you trying to get handsy with a professional who's working?
Yep. The lizard is stuck to the table?
Rude. Oh, so I actually was supposed to pay attention to the lizard.
Yeah.
It's definitely the most interesting thing about this scene.
Take card.
Careful, it's only good once.
A free ticket and a resurrection card.
The absolute shit?
Yep.
You can die in this game?
Yep.
How?
A couple of different ways. We're going to find out.
And yet, we couldn't jam our head in a toilet.
Look, if we want to find the fastest way to die, I can do that right now. You
You
good?
better save first. I don't want to sit through a second more of this than is strictly necessary.
Oh, we're going to have to go back to the start. Like, if to save this one, we're going to have to go back to the start.
We can't win from here?
We can't win from here without going back to the first rooms we were in. There's a whole bunch of stuff we just didn't do.
You can't go back in?
You can. Like, we can go back there.
Yeah. It's fine, we're literally across the road.
Alright, let's save the game. Playing with Fox 1. Alright, here we go. You wanted to die. Let's get ourselves killed. Maybe you should be more careful of where you were going.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
That's not... It's really not clever or funny.
Now we're a dead man walking.
Oh, this is how we're supposed to get here.
Yep.
I see. But not until we
Not
have all
everything
the
you needed
stuff.
was with you. So it just tells you, like, you can't win the game.
You know what? At least it told you. That was nice of it.
Uh-huh. Oh, man, I get to have the phone call before I die. You know what? I'll save that until the next run through.
Oh, no. So, cosmically understanding that we have failed in our quest, we walk into the desert to die, huh?
Uh-huh.
Alright.
And I should be starting to die of thirst, but it keeps bringing me back to the...
Really wants you to answer that payphone that you have no reason to answer, huh?
Yeah. Alright, well... Alright, Fox,
Do you want me to not look? I will.
No,
I will
no,
cover my
no.
ears and go la 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 la.
No. I'm sorry. You never know. It might be for me. You decide to pick up the phone and see who it is. Why? Why? Why?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think this is because this is meant to be a heat-induced hallucination.
Working overtime.
Steve wanted an excuse to show another picture of me.
See, if you break the fourth wall, it's funny rather than gross.
And that's it. That's the whole of this. You do have to have this phone call to advance the game.
Sure do. Also, whoever drew that bunny needs a... Just back to class.
Uh-huh.
That's not how torsos go.
And now, we try and walk back. But we can't get back ever, because the desert does not give us up, and we are stuck in the desert.
You say that, but you keep walking between the vulture and the payphone.
Yeah, but I leave one side of the screen, vulture. Payphone.
Are you saying you won't
Vulture.
even die?
Nope. I might. The game might take mercy on me and start starving me and have me die of thirst. But the only way out of here is by drinking water. I thought it would actually kill you.
That's so much worse somehow.
Die?
Give self to vulture.
Surrender bones to nature.
Beautiful.
One with sand. What weird isn't needed in this adventure? Use phone?
Contemplate and accept the end. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Use phone. It gets mad about the use of the use.
How dare you? Well, no, it's like one of those fucking games that's like, oh, this isn't like D&D where you're killing rats.
Yeah.
That's self-important kind of, what do you mean? Stupid baby words like use.
It's very funny because, the implication is, as a game, we're better than this. As a game, we are above this. As a game, we demand better of you than this because we're better than this, and they're not.
As a
They
person
never
playing
are.
this game, emphatically, you are not.
No. And this game is not better than the Sierra games it's trying to deride. It is much, much worse, much more basic, and much more... Leisure Suit Larry is classier than this. But that's it, yeah. We
At least
wandered
Leisure
out,
Suit Larry is kind of fucking funny.
and we're lost. And that's it. That the game does not even have the dignity to kill you.
I mean, I'd be lost too if reality was deforming itself around me to make sure I was stuck on two screens forever.
Uh-huh. And that is the Les Manley experience right there.
Ugh. Guybrush wept.
Yep. 70 of 500 points. So, Fox, have you hit your tap out button and you want to just get through this quickly?
No, go back and try again.
All right, let's. Lolad.
Lolad. That's my favorite Pokemon.
Lark lad. All right, so I'm just gonna start taking control here and I've made my point that this game is directing you in no useful way.
You can do whatever you want, but when I interrupt with something, you have to do it.
Sure.
That's the rules.
Sure. Okay, so we're gonna go back to our office.
I mean, unless we'll instantly get us killed, I suppose. In which case, you're allowed to say first.
Yeah. Okay. I'm willing to do that. Okay. Trust me, the things involved here, you're gonna be so desperately annoyed.
I like how that text had exactly the wrong number of pixels to look like an R.
Uh-huh. Okay. Open desk. Open drawer, you pedantic...
Oh, you stupid, you fucking moron,
You
you
fool.
dumb baby man, you imbecile, you gorilla in human's clothing. You idiot, you child, you
boob.
single-celled organism.
Look in drawer. Thermos and lunch bag. And if I go take all, what do I get? Les isn't sure what all to take.
You moron! You phoebe!
So, I want to make it clear here. I don't think this is them being clever. I think this is them being
part of
too
being-
stupid.
Ah.
Zork could handle take all. This can't. Zork ran on something that you would now consider underpowered for a pocket calculator.
Yeah, when you said passes are hard, I was like, well, I mean, yeah, writing the first parser was hard.
But they weren't
and the
sharing
next
notes.
few after that, and like...
Yeah, you're right. If you were building on another existing parser and you could like listen to other people and maybe play these games and were good at them.
Yeah, that's the part that I'm getting at. Like, it's that you have no excuse for not thinking of all, at least.
Yeah. Fill thermos from cooler. I think it's called.
Christ.
Look at water.
Maybe it's water fountain? That bubbler is an Australian one.
Look at fountain? What? I don't know the word fountain. Just kidding, it's a drinking fountain.
You game, you don't get to joke about that!
Fill water from fountain.
Oh.
Fill thermos with water from fountain. Fill thermos from fountain.
Oh my god. You remember how the Sierra parser works in such a way as like you can leave out half the words and it still gets what you're talking about? Like living in a reality run by the world's most pedantic god.
Uh-huh. Okay, so there's that. We got our water now, which we needed or we would die.
The pantheon here is headed by the mighty Cummerfucker.
Uh-huh. Now, ask for raise, said to Mr. Birnbaum.
Oh,
excuse me, Mr. Birnbaum? Who the hell are you?
It's a good thing it told you who you were talking to, or you might not have worked it out from saying, "Excuse me, Mr. Birnbaum."
It's me, sir. It's Les Manley. I've been working here for 2 years now. Oh, sure. Fess, what do you want now? I was just wondering about my performance review. Yeah, what about it? I've never had one. So? Oh, gee, Mr. Birnbaum. Stella said you give her a raise every 3 months.
Joke you are cleared for landing.
I'm not gonna read this one.
Joke you are landing in 3, 2, 1.
Excuse me, sir. How could we offer sexual harassment, which is actually a thing in 1990?
That's very inappropriate.
All right, just a minute.
I feel that maybe you don't respect Stella as a professional in a work environment. Maybe only see her as some sort of toy.
Here's where we get to have to be partaking in sexual harassment of Stella for a puzzle.
I'll just replace the dialogue as I see fit.
And while he's looking at her, you can take the key.
Ah, okay. Well, I'm pleased you did warn me that there wasn't going to be any fucking dialogue for the women, didn't you?
Yep. That woman walked into the room and interacted with her boss, apparently completely wordlessly. And now the actual result of that performance review, that nothing's happening.
I'm also very disappointed that it gave his name immediately, because I was just about to make the joke of, kill President Trump.
Yeah. Yeah. So now we have this key, so we can unlock this door. Open door.
Of course. This looks like a room that he would have the key to that you wouldn't.
Which is especially weird because, like,
It's the equipment room!
Yeah, it's my job.
He should have to steal the key from you!
Why does he have him on his desk as an ornament?
What the fuck?
Well, so, like, there's an attempt to make this kind of, like, have a reality of the world. Admittedly a comedy world, but, like, the material reality of this world is just nonsense. It's a world where there's a bunch of puzzles that are designed to impede you.
Aside from fighting with the fucking parser. Look inside toolbox.
So this is a toolbox, I want to remind you.
Uh-huh.
In the context of point-and-click adventure games, in the context of the adventure games we played this year alone, can you think of any game which the whole plot thread would not have been busted into pieces by access to a toolbox?
I mean, we've talked about the clawhammer problem of adventure games before.
Yeah.
And made a game about it.
Yeah. And, like, by the way, Max is a clawhammer. He's great.
The cutest little clawhammer.
And we know that Max...
Yay!
Take reporter's ID.
If you said take ID, it would have refused, wouldn't it?
Look at the ID. Valuable to a reporter or someone posing as one.
Why would you have a reporter's ID
In
your
the equipment
toolbox
room.
in the equipment room? That just seems like a strange place for that.
That's where it is. Alright.
Shouldn't you have just had to steal that off of his desk, perhaps?
Okay, so we could have... So you might notice, we could have just left for Las Vegas at 50 points. We're at 100 points now.
Okay.
Like, there is so much stuff that the game just, like, let us walk on past with no hint that we should interact with it. Alright. But it's not the dumbest thing that you can have in this game that you would not necessarily think to interact with. Yeah?
I will say this. The way we, quote-unquote, left for Las Vegas is not something that you would intend.
No, we were pursuing death.
Well, you were pursuing death.
On your say-so, you're the intrusive thought here.
Oh, no, I wanted death, but you're the one who knew that this is how you could achieve it.
I'm the helpful intrusive thought.
My point is you wouldn't go stand on the strength tester machine as a way to achieve interstate travel.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I could just walk into the big top and get eaten by a lion.
Well, you fucked that one, didn't you?
I really fucked that up.
And yet, you couldn't get an elephant to slap your head off.
Yep. But okay, I want you to observe here the dumbest item in this whole game.
You have to steal the telephone?
No.
Come to think of it, why the fuck is that man so much larger than you?
Because Les Manley's a tiny weenus, and also because art is hard.
That's not two guys with different proportions.
That's two species. That is a Bigfoot that has been strategically shaved.
Okay, from that angle, when you're standing in the background, it works.
So, this room has the dumbest item you have to steal in the whole... Well, the dumbest item you have to take in the game. And I went for quite some time trying to finish this game before FAQs were available to me without realizing that there was something here I had to take.
Cop sunglasses?
No. I'll give you one more guess, because you're not going to get it. It's too dumb.
Okay, I'm good. Let's play a question game.
Okay, go for
it. Is it dumb because you have no practical use for it, or dumb because it simply shouldn't exist or be here?
The latter.
Oh no, you're right, that's so hard. The security guard has a dummy, like a pacifier in his pocket, because he left in a hurry this morning. And before he left, he was spending time with his baby, who he cares about, because he's a good dad and has a full life outside of existing as a one-note joke about lazy security guards.
Kind of an opposite species to the whole situation here. Like, as far as biological field notes here, you just were shown a fish and started to explain how it was a bird.
Yeah. And the bird has a pacifier in its pockets.
No. You want me... You ready for this?
Yeah.
Braced. Okay, so look...
Go on. Get whatever thing is.
Dream.
Are you shitting me?
The following dream sequence may contain some material deemed unsuitable for all family members. As viewing said sequence is not necessary for successful completion of the game, parental guidance is suggested.
Well, are you gonna get flagged on YouTube for showing some pixel titties?
Oh, God, I wish it was titties. Here we go. Fishing, turkey, cars, ice cream, beaches, money, train in a tunnel, hot dog, sucking, head. Oh, there's some pixel titties. No Leisure Suit Larry, and a ruler. Take dream. I can't imagine what you want with someone else's dream, but it's yours now.
That's not how... I hate this so much. This is not the kind of game where that should be a thing.
You have a free ticket, a resurrection card, a thermos, a lunch bag, a master's key, a reporter's ID, and a dream. Look at dream. A dream of size.
Christ.
You see why I had to have another human being to play this with? You wouldn't like, you wouldn't have passed what I said if I said, oh, this is the dumb game where you've got to pick up a dream of size. You're like, that's gonna be like some abstract concept. That's gonna be like some some Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, hold tea and no tea kind of bullshit. Not, I stole a dream about dicks from the security guard in this otherwise completely grounded story.
Yeah, this is not... Well, I mean, you did get shot interstate by a guy swinging a hammer.
That's true.
Like, I get what you're saying. This is not a fucking whimsical, stupid scape.
Nope.
It's not even a Sam and Max whimsically weird kind of, sure, the biggest bowl of yarn can work that way.
Max
kind
would
of
run
weirdness.
through this like a dose of salts.
That'd be really good. God, I would like to see someone do the teehee secretary thing at Max.
And then the secretary turns around and it's Max standing on stilts. Alright, well, open door. You can enter the bus station? Behold! Reverse angle. It makes a big fuss about how this is reverse angle. This is a screen you never have to go to.
Ben Franklin in the background.
There's nothing here. And indeed, there is an NPC who walks by in the background who looks a little bit like Elvis.
Oh, is this an ongoing thing? Have they just made a bunch of NPCs who are slightly Elvis flavored?
Uh-huh. Also...
Okay, the turnstile maze is pretty funny. I'll give you that.
You might notice that it's an actual optical illusion. There's no way to get through it. But yeah, that's... Someone bothered to make this room. Good for them, I guess.
Get snack.
Get snack.
Get snack. There's a snack machine. I want a snack.
Alright, look.
Are we gonna die if we do this?
Snack machine.
Are we gonna become Dead Man Walking if we do this?
Look at... Oh, God, what do they call this?
Vending machine?
Vending machine. Unfortunately, this machine is out of your microwave popcorn.
What?
Yep, that's the information we get. That's a thing we get to know.
This game keeps confronting me with things that are like incredibly bizarre but zero funny.
Yeah, it's odd.
Why would you say that?
We talk in...
It's the kind of weirdness you get in a horror game, not in a comedy game, where it's just designed to make you feel uncomfortable.
We talk about the idea of conveyance in video games. The notion that a video game has a way and a set of tools for encouraging you to continue playing and interacting with the game. Right?
Slap clown.
What are you after? Hit points?
You know what? That's the first groan-worthy pun that has actually just been like, that was kind of bad. Rather than like, why would you even say that?
Okay. So we have the Dream of Size. Wait, hang on a second. I just realized, did I grab something?
You know, in a better quality game, there would have been like a song that you were listening to at the start, or, an ad about traveling to Lost Wherever that talked about how all you need is this and that in a dream, and there would be some kind of like joke hinting at what you needed and why you would make such a convoluted reality warping thing possible.
Lost about fortune. Okay. Touch lady to get her go away again. Because,
So why do we have to touch her? Will the lizard not work?
Now that you're familiar with now you're left with a familiar situation you're familiar with. Sticky white stuff all over your hands. Ah, it's a cum joke.
Go on.
I didn't get waxed the first time I was around.
Oh, you needed wax also. So do you need to have her leave before you can do all this other shit that there's no reason
she won't let you take the wax while she's here. Now, I think that's because they didn't want to have the parser to have to be able to pick the difference between whether you were asking her something or doing something.
But the parser doesn't understand asking about them.
It doesn't. It's not a good parser.
Did you get the card?
I got the card.
Okay.
I got it before I saved last time.
Oh, I thought you restarted.
You just walked all the way back to...
Is that Zebra wearing sunglasses?
If it is, that's the coolest zebra this game's got. No, just a harness.
Ah.
All right. Let's start knocking some of these quote unquote puzzles out. Okay. Look. Hi there, dude.
Advise Luigi see Pagliacci.
Tell Luigi about Pagliacci. The word Pagliacci isn't needed in this adventure? Well, it sucks. Okay. So, the problem here...
I was going to say the word sucks isn't needed in this adventure, and I was going to be like,
kind of
incorrect!
This is, so here's your puzzle, right?
Uh-huh.
He's bummed about something.
Uh-huh.
He won't tell you what he's bummed about.
Uh-huh.
But that's it. Alright? And what you have to do is you give him wax.
Give therapy, Luigi.
Ah, thank you, my sonny boy. Just what I've been looking for. Now I can get on with my show. He wanted it to wax his mustache.
Wax is, yeah, okay. But
it's an erection joke. His mustache was all limp.
That's... guess that's a reason for him not to want to tell you.
Just stealing from the various people who work here?
I feel like candle wax in a mustache is not going to work super well, but... I mean, I don't really have that kind of mustache, so what do I know?
Yeah. This is another instance of, like, I just... You would not accept this puzzle sequence. There is no way you would stumble upon this. This is some FAQ bullshit. And you can get from here to the next stage of the game without solving this puzzle in a way that leaves you stumped in the next area of, like, what the hell am I supposed to do? You can't even identify the kind of problem you're dealing with.
Oh, so it doesn't even tell you that you missed something?
It tells you that you're missing something, but then you go back and, like, load an earlier save, like, I've gotten everything. What can I have here? Alright? Like, it's like finding that the dream is an object you can pick up. It's very, what the hell? Look at smallest man. He prefers to be called Helmet.
Cool.
Look
Why would you know that?
Helmet. It's not how big he is, it's how you use him.
Well, that's really funny.
Talk to Helmet. If you want to talk about something, just ask
Oh
him.
my god!
Isn't this an amazingly unhelpful parser? Like, it's deliberately, it's showing, I understand enough of what you're doing to give you a response to tell you not to do it that way without telling you what to do.
That's
exactly what I'm
exactly
going to ask you about.
Like, that knew what you were trying to do. Talk to this guy. Any good game would have had, like, a bit of generic dialogue. Of, like, hey, I'm thinking about this. Or, oh, hey, I'm not feeling it today, Mm-hmm. They would have something there, but instead this passer is just like, nah, 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 nah. So it just gives it the character of not being a bad passer, but being a fucking asshole.
So here we go again. Ask Helmet about the king.
Sure, why not?
Let's go find the king.
Okay.
Sweet.
Apparently you want him to come with you.
Yeah, Helmet must be the object I'm missing. So let's...
Take him?
Let's take Helmet.
Why does he want to come and find the king? You're going to take like
Why
3 seconds.
should he go with you? You've never done anything for him.
For fuck's sake.
So you've got to do something for Helmet that doesn't... that you've got to do something for Helmet and it refuses to give you any idea about what Helmet wants.
Ask what Helmet wants. Yes, it is!
The word
yes, it
wants
fucking
is! Okay. And this is why that whole thing with the security guard is such extravagant bullshit. Because guess what you got to do here?
You have to give him the dream? Why would that... Ah, Christ! I hate everything about this.
Yeah, again, as I've said more than once today, diagram that fucking sentence. Now I've got something to look forward to.
There's this joke of like adventure game logic and how it becomes this convoluted bullshit, and like, sometimes that's said in the tone of voice of like, yeah, but that's the fun of it. I mean, it's stupid, but that's what you came for. And Then there's like this, which is like hold my beer, but in the way of like sad alcoholic uncle, not cool older brother.
I need you to hold my beer while I drink these other 2 beers. There's
I need you to hold my beer while I light my dick on fire.
There's an Old Man Maddox quote that says that the adventure game didn't die out, it committed suicide. And I want to make it very clear, that whole impression was based around one of the worst puzzles in an otherwise quite good game. And the thing that this whole festival of like replaying these games has reminded me is there is a bad and better way to do things. And the good games were being made by companies that wound up struggling or going in different directions. And that meant that, like, towards the end, a lot of these games were being made by bad companies that weren't good at them, rather than the idea that the games themselves were bad. This game is a terrible adventure game. That doesn't mean parser games even remotely have to be bad. One of my favorite indie games is a parser adventure game.
Parsers can be really good. Parsers can be deliberately funny. Parsers can use the interface to make the game better than than you would expect from a parser. You can do a lot with this shit. Or you could do this.
So we made a new friend.
I feel like we've really unintentionally described a real arc with our last 3 videos at this point. Like, like, Black Cauldron was bad.
Yep.
But just bad in like a super frustrating way.
And Black Cauldron was bad in that this was being made in 1983, 85 kind of period. This game is 5 years later and with all the other games to look at, and it has the temerity to be snotty about those other games. Okay. We have Helmet. We have kidnapped the small man. But also, notice how there's this lady here. Talk to lady.
I mean, you couldn't leave a scene with a lady without being disgusting to her.
You can't talk to the lady, no. She only sings.
I wouldn't talk to you either.
This woman cannot engage with you. As bad as it is at letting me engage with Helmet, it will not let me engage with this lady.
Oh, thank God, do you not have to sexually harass her in any way then?
No, you can't talk to her.
Wonderful.
She is literally a background object. Okay.
Look, I know I'm saying wonderful at the idea that this woman cannot in any way perform the functions of a human being, but at this point, that's the best thing you can hope for in this game.
Like, the types of indignities a character suffers in this space is, like, we're running out.
I would rather be a signpost.
Alright, let's give Les a good honest death. Hi there, lion.
Why does the open entrance to the big top go directly into the arena? Why would that be the case? Why is there a chain link fence all along that side of the arena, but not the side with the open door facing the rest of the carnival is?
You bit the green weenie. What a shame.
What?
You were doing so well.
Who says that?
Progress was being made. Would you like to keep trying or remain a loser?
Nobody says that.
And also, how weak is this compared to the death messages in other games?
Super weak.
Like, it's trying to compare itself to the games like Space Quest 3, or even just Space Quest 2's. Way to go, Wingnut.
Yep, it can't even be funny when it's killing you for doing something stupid. Well, I mean, not that you did something stupid. Like, you walked into a circus tent through the designated... It says entrance in big fucking letters.
You take a bunch of popcorn.
Are you telling me that if you have popcorn, it considers you audience?
Give popcorn to Lion.
What?
Drop popcorn? If I eat this, I'll just get stuck between my teeth. Literally
good
the last
thing
thing you said.
He didn't tell you to eat it. Okay.
Put the popcorn down, and lions famously distracted by popcorn.
Lions love popcorn. Except those two. They're not hungry enough to... Christ.
Give Rosen to man.
Good God.
Fred accepts the rose and removes his cape and prepares for his death-defying leap.
So I have to assume from this that you've not encountered Rosen before?
No.
Ah.
This game is where I know this thing from.
Cool, that guy died.
Yep, that's a dead man. Just gonna take his cape. And that, by the way, is one of those vital items. If you don't have that, you cannot win the game. It will not matter again for ages. It will not be part of any other puzzles.
Glad they had another woman to decorate that scene.
Yeah. Well, you've got to have a preening woman. Otherwise, how else would you know you're really seeing some death-defying entertainment?
How else would you know you're playing a grown-up game for grown-ups? It's not like one of the... What did they call them? Silly half-dome games?
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy. Man, people who live in glass houses should put their fucking dicks back in.
So, at this point, we have water for the desert. We have Helmet, who, can't necessarily do anything with.
I guess we need a tiny man.
Yep. We've gotten a cape. We've done a fair bit of stuff. It would be reasonable at this point to assume you can go on. Two things. One, if you go on that launcher again, you kill Helmet.
Why not?
Well, it makes sense. He's a tiny man. He couldn't survive that impact from
he couldn't.
Several thousand feet in the air like you can.
No.
The other thing is there's an entire item and a whole other room that you can't finish the game without. And you can't finish the game without it because it's part of a final puzzle that at this point you have no reason to know anything about.
I have no reason to know anything about anything in this game.
It's true. So here's the big twist that comes up at the end. You have to do an Elvis impersonation. Which means you are, over the course of the episode, stealing parts of an Elvis costume. All right? And one of those items is the cape. But also, there's another item over here that if you didn't know you were going to need it later, you wouldn't go and get it.
You have to go get a wig?
No, actually. Weirdly, you don't get a wig.
So what we're saying is this guy's hair is fine for impersonating Elvis.
Apparently so. By the way,
Okie dokie.
Remember how I said we'd kill Helmet if we rode the trip through the air?
Yep.
For the sake of the audience, Fox, what just happened?
I mean, you can see Talen typed male Helmet while standing next to a post box. And the tiny man has been conveyed through the postal system.
Where he will be safe.
Where he will be safe. He didn't need a stamp. He didn't need an envelope. He didn't need any of the things that would make him male. He is just a tiny man in a mailbox. He's probably going to get eaten by a rat.
Faint sound of footsteps. If you are who I hope you are, prove it or get lost. Behold, a whole woman.
Who do you hope I am?
Oh, you must be the reporter that I've been expecting. Come on in.
Why would this reporter have left his ID in your toolbox in the equipment shed?
And further to that, why would you come here? Why would you do this? You knock on that door. She wants to know who you are. Like, the nature of this kind of game design is that you are walking into walls. And the game is not giving you information about why you should want to get through them. Which is a really novel thing because the game is deliberately doing this in a way that makes you feel like you're stupid. It's trying to humiliate you for failing to understand its bad conveyance.
Yeah, it's like every puzzle is a cheese grater puzzle. Just like, hey, what possible logic could there be for doing this? Don't know, but the game has given me no information about what I do need to do aside from find Elvis. So I guess literally anything is on the table.
And this game wants to humiliate you. This game, as a text on its own, is extremely condescending and petty.
And yet it can't even do a good job making fun of you when you die.
Sit on sofa. Alright, so this lady isn't...
you could fucking exchange some words, maybe?
Oh, hang on. Talk to lady. Thanks for letting me in, man.
Oh, shit.
No need to be so formal, honey. Just call me Bobby. Besides, I'm so glad the press finally sent someone over to talk with me.
Christ. I can't believe this game finally understood the basic concept of speaking to someone.
Yep. She thinks I'm kind of cute.
No, she doesn't.
About the scarf, you can see how much it means to me. Now, let's begin. So she expects me to provide a report on this scarf. So let's have a look at the scarf. The sweat stains are still visible.
Ugh.
She has a piece of King memorabilia. She has a scarf from Elvis.
Gotcha.
Okay. Now, as with anything important to someone in an adventure game, that means that we want it and we're going to ruin their life to get it.
Absolutely.
So, ask for a soda. They really are happy with that walk cycle. Show scarf.
Look at these 3 pixels. They represent ass. Huge ass. Hot, right?
Mm-hmm. So you
Question mark?
You can see what I do here, right?
What is the thing she got out of the...
She get me a soda.
Yeah.
Spill soda on scarf, you dingus.
For fuck's sake. It's... Ah.
First instance of an interface joke. I think this one's genuinely funny.
All right.
Vanush and sayonara.
Fair enough.
But, is that how the moose is spelt?
Yeah. I seen it with an E on the end, I think, but, you know, it's probably like Brecky, right? Anyway, you write it down, it's gonna look wrong.
I always thought vamoose was it was like a Spanish word, but, you know, I don't know.
As if that would stop Americans from spelling it like it sounds.
I in fact learned today that the word alligator comes from misunderstanding the Spanish, the lizard.
No, Talen, it's French for in the lizard.
Which is, I believe, how kobolds prefer their food to be preserved. Prefer their food. So yeah, we just ruined that woman's life and stole her scarf.
Sounds great.
Okay.
Real great. Why did you do this? There was no reason, right?
Exactly. There's no reason.
No, I mean, why are you looking for Elvis in the first place? There is no reason,
no,
right?
There's $1 million prize, and you bet Stella that you could do it.
Oh, did you? I missed that point.
And Stella is the thing that everyone in that building is orienting their life around. It's fine.
I have to assume it's fine. I'm a little concerned.
Well, that's okay, because we've been playing now for a bit over an hour. And my plan is, I'm going to get on that, we're going to launch into space.
Yeah, rush the end.
Come back,
Let's do
we're
this.
We're going to come back and do the second half of this game in one big fell swoop with the FAQ open. Sound good?
Oh, are we taking a break until next week, listener?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, so here we go. We save once more to make sure that I haven't forgotten something, because there's always the chance I have.
Alright.
Clong.
Here we go. Oh boy.
Arcing through the air.
We're gonna get to the thrilling second act.
Thonk. Getting out of the hole, and that was sure faster than the bus. And no message that we fucked it.
Hey, no death warning.
Alright then. And this is where we're going to leave off for now while we go to investigate the mystery of the thing that fell over in the bathroom.
I just want to make sure there's not a dog involved.
Exactly. Anyway, see you soon, the listener.
See you soon, friends.